Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having an absolutely spectacular, magical day today. It is Saturday. What day is that on Saturday? It's the 28th of January. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you being here. I hope you can see me and hear me clearly. Thanks for being here early. I think I finally figured out streaming. My gosh, how I've been through a couple of these now, and it is. Let me tell you, if you've ever used the program OBS, oh my gosh, what a program! It is never ending on that program. But hopefully it's a little clearer. I'm still working out the kinks. Obviously, it's a work in progress. But I am so glad to be able to share it with you and bring you the magic from home. And I've got less than a month to go. Can you believe it? I have less than a month to go before my Disney trip. So before all that gets started, I wanted to share with you some thoughts, do some Q&As. It's all about the questions today. Today is all about the questions and answers. What you're thinking about for your trip. There is no silly questions. There's no stupid questions. They don't exist. So if you have any questions whatsoever, I want to hear all about them. Thank you. Good morning, Lauren, Caitlin, Alicia, Nikki, Kristen, Laura, Anthony. Great to see you. Good morning. What mug do I have today? Great question. I love this one. My mom gave this to me. You have a special way of making people smile. It's my favorite Disney mug of all time. I love it. I got some tea in there today. Great way to start the day. I'd love to hear how the audio and video sounds. I'm still trying to sync them up sometimes when I'm reviewing them to improve them for you. And sometimes it doesn't sound like they're synced up or the audio is not too good. So I've got a new mic that I'm using like right in front of me here. So hopefully it sounds better. You just let me know in the comments. I'm going to read them and your questions, get them started because it's all about Q&A. I am here. We're all here together to help you. We all have knowledge. I don't know everything, but in the community, we all have the knowledge. We're here to help each other. Let's do it. Hey. Good morning, Kristen. Thanks for being here. You just got back from a trip, I think. Georgia. Hi there from the East Bay of California. Thanks for being up early with me. I'm trying to do these. I'm scattering these Saturday and Sunday to see, what's best for everyone. Oh, I love that mug. It is a fantastic one. Oh, it does sound perfect. Oh, Anthony, that's very helpful to hear. Thank you so much. Good morning. Jenny, great to have you. Monica, thanks for being here. Audio is much better than last time. Georgia, that is so helpful to hear because I'm using a new microphone setup here. So hopefully it stays good. Now I have some questions that were entered to me in advance, so I'm going to look them up, but start your questions here. And we will be on our way. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend, by the way. Did you hear it? Did you see the new pictures of paddlefish? There are some news agencies, some Disney-themed news agencies that went out there and we're talking about, and we're looking at paddlefish. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, let's see if we go. We're going to another page to look for those questions. Do you choose dining plan when you go to Walt Disney World? Anthony, great question. For annual pass holders, I don't. So I'm an annual pass holder. So getting that dining plan, I usually don't. You can pay for it, even annual pass holders. But I'm guessing you're talking about the free dining plan. When I go with my family, and the rest of my family is not annual pass holders, when we go together, we usually try to get the dining plan because it's a great deal. But when you have an annual pass like I do, and you know where you want to eat, and you've kind of done the money out, it doesn't make as much sense to me. But that doesn't apply to everyone. That just applies to me. So you kind of just have to look at the money and the budgets. Are you going to Paddlefish? Marla, it is my plan to go to Paddlefish. I'm hopeful. I'm not going to guarantee anything because I can never, Hurricane, Matthew taught me never to guarantee anything. But I hope so. I hope to. Do you know how you save? I want to know how you save for Disney trips. Jenny, such a good question. I prioritize it in my life. So when I'm thinking about, an Apple Watch, for example, I've thought about an Apple Watch and then I don't get that and instead put that $200 or what dollars toward a Disney trip. And same thing for a PlayStation or an Xbox or whatever it is. I make Disney the highest priority or one of the highest priorities in my life. Obviously, family, most important. But after, Disney is like way up there for me, and I just prioritize it. So maybe I'm not going out as much, or I'm not doing these things. And I like to just save up and keep working for Disney and all that great stuff. I feed the addiction as it were. But this is not a bad addiction. There are bad addictions; those are bad. But this is a good one. Can we discuss Disneyland too? Of course you can. Jenna, bring them on. I went to Disneyland in May for the 60th anniversary. That was a fantastic trip. Truly amazing. It was incredible. And now you have the chance to see the Main Street Electrical Parade, which I love it. Morning from Foxborough. I'm having the same issues as Ray. Your voice is faster than the feed. Ooh, okay. That's not good. Well, hopefully it's not too much faster. Let me know if it's too much faster. I don't know if I can change it midstream, but I'll keep working on it. I'm sorry if it's too fast. I'll keep working on it. Have you seen the new? I really want to go. The charter dining, yes, I have. It looks really cool. I would love to go to that one as well. Laura, very, very good. Of all the shops at Disney Springs, what are some of your faves and what do you like buy every trip? Monica, great question. When it comes to Disney Springs, I love World of Disney. I try to buy, I don't know why I do this, but I usually buy a hat or a shirt every trip. And sometimes I'll find a great one at Disney Springs. Usually, though, for this kind of merchandise, I'll go into the parks for that. But Disney Springs, another fun place to shop. I love the Marvel store. They have always got some cool things in there. There are all sorts of little shops, too, that are just so cool at Disney Springs. My feed is like that, too. Not sure if it's my desktop. Disney's always a good addiction. Absolutely, Jenny. Marla, I'm sorry you're having that issue, too. Express bus service. Holly, great question. Yes, they do. I saw a picture recently of the express bus service. People are still apparently maybe using them. I'm not going to be using it, but some people are. If you have, let us know in the comments. I hope to use it perhaps in the future if it's still around. We'll see how much longer it'll be around. No telling about that. You know how Disney is. They test some things like the cabanas in the Magic Kingdom. They test them and they see, is it working? Is it not? Do people like it? If they don't, maybe we'll not do that anymore. Maybe. Love getting a hat every trip. Okay, Anthony, you're right there with me. Okay, great to hear. Have you been to the Coca-Cola store? Yes, I do, Marla. And do they serve beer? I don't think they serve beer, but I might be wrong about that. If anyone knows any differently, let me know if they serve beer. I don't think so, but they have the sampling at the Coca-Cola shop, which I can't wait to try. They didn't have the bear last time, so I want to go see him this time. I've got a t-shirt every trip, tradition too. Yes, Jenny, they're so great. Your feed for me are fine. Okay, so Jenna, some people are on, some people are, it's not really working. That's important. I'll keep working on it. Don't worry. I'll keep working on these streams. YouTube live streaming is something I'm just starting to really touch into here. Hopefully I get it mobile live stream. I'm not going to say anything about it. I don't want to jinx anything, but hopefully we get it mobile for our trips coming up. Hubby gets at least 2 hats from Charlene. Yes, they're so fun to get those hats. Oh gosh, I have so many. Going to Disneyland in June for the first time. What should I expect? Is it anything like Disney World? Nikki, great question. Disneyland is quite different. Go into it with an open mind. Go into it with an open mind, open heart, and know that this is the original. This is Walt's dream. This is Walt's vision. This is the original. If you go into it with like that, you're set. You know, if I'm a Walt Disney World guy, that's my home. But I loved the original feel of Disneyland, and I will be back in the future. I'm sure I will. Which restaurant is the best for adults? Because we were playing. Okay, now Nathaniel, great question. If you're talking about fancy, like fancy adult, I would do California Grill. Excuse me, on top of the Contemporary Resort. Now, this is $80 per person, so it's a little bit fancy. It's a little bit expensive, and that's why there aren't as many kids there. Now, if you're looking for something different, maybe like Yachtsman Steakhouse, that's usually a place that doesn't have as many kids. Les Celliers also doesn't have that many kids, but again, can be a little expensive. Those are some of my favorites. I think the Coke store just had mixed drinks from what I've seen online. Jenny, thank you very much for looking. So we mixed drinks. There we go. Now let's take a look at some of those questions while I'm waiting for a few more here from a few folks who entered them early. From Christian, this trip will be our first time making the Magical Express. Do we get our luggage first and drop it off? Or luggage, how does that work? Great question, Kristen. Thanks for sending it in advance. I have a video about the Disney's Magical Express. You can find it on my channel somewhere. But basically, you get your tags there's a yellow tag that you get from the Disney company when you make your reservation. Make sure you link your flight to your reservation. That's critical. I haven't done that before, and then you run into trouble. But once you do that, you go to your home airport. So you're traveling from home. You drive to the airport. You take your luggage with the yellow tag on it. You check it in. Once you check it in, you give it to the person, and then it's gone. And then you go off, and you go on your flight, and you get to the Orlando International Airport. You're there. You get on the Magical Express. You do not go to luggage carousels. You don't go there. You go straight to the Magical Express. Magical Express takes you to your resort, and that's it. You don't see your luggage again until it magically arrives in your room. That's how it works. Hopefully that's helpful to you. The feed is fine on my phone, but delayed on my laptop. Oh, Gina, that is so helpful to know. Thank you. I'll have to look into that. I'm going to look after this, kind of try and figure out why that might be happening. Maybe it's an internet connection, but it's delayed on your laptop. Okay, great to know. Watch out. Okay, so back to Nikki. Thank you, Marla, for putting Nikki, so I know it's to her, not to me. Have you ever stayed at Coronado Springs? Yes, Michelle, you're going to love it. Quick suggestion, ask for a spot that's closer to the main building so you can fill up that resort refillable mug every day, and it's not as far of a walk. That's my suggestion. I may or may not have bought 4 shirts this trip. Do you loosely plan one out each of your trips, or do you mostly go with the flow? Kristen, such a good question. I go with the flow, but there are some that I plan on getting. Like there's the Flower and Garden Festival that I will be getting this trip for pass holders. Like I already know I'm going to get it. Like have I seen it? I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've looked at it yet, but I'm going to get it. I know it. But there are others that are like I just have to have that. Like for the Very Merry Christmas trip that I took, I went and I found that red shirt. By the way, it's a size too small for me. I looked at the hanger. Make sure you look at the tag. I was on the wrong hanger. It's okay. But I didn't expect to find it. And then I asked everyone, what do you think? And then you all voted for this red shirt. And then I got that one. So it's kind of both. Go with the flow and planned. Okay, so good. I'm glad we're getting questions answered. Oh, Kristen, my pleasure. Happy to answer. The link I sent you about the Flower Festival played this year. Oh, thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Good morning, Allie. Thanks for being here. At Michelle, thank you for that. At Michelle, it's very helpful when you can please have discussions. We're a community here, but it's helpful to know like you're talking to other folks, not to me. That's okay. I overplanned last October and then disappointed when I got home. Oh, Charlene, I'm so sorry. You overplanned. So that is something that I do want to speak about for a second. There is a point where you can overdo it. My family and I, we used to get into this mode where we'd have like every second of every day planned out, and it doesn't always go as planned, and you have to be able to go with the flow and just smile the whole time. That's the critical piece. So yes, you can overplan. I love the Magical Express to the gate and also to the resort. Yes, Nathaniel, it's a fantastic amenity. Do you have to pay for the express buses for park hopping? Great question, Holly. You can pay for the express bus service, but if you want to park hop from park to park, you don't have to pay. There's a dedicated bus now. There didn't always be. Oh my gosh, that's not English. There wasn't always a dedicated bus. Wow, my English is off today, I suppose. But now there is. So you can go from Animal Kingdom, for example, to Epcot on a single bus, and it is included with the price. So there you go. You're set to go. By the way, when I was there's a bus to Disney Springs from the parks. Didn't start till 4 p.m. So make sure you check that. I don't like to say, oh, this time and this date, because it changes. Disney's always changing these times. So the best piece of advice is to ask when you're there. The cast members are so friendly. They're so friendly. Just say, hey, when's the Disney Springs bus coming over here? And they can ask in the resort. You can ask anywhere you want, and they're going to give you the answer. So it's based on the time of year. I don't like to give times because it could be wrong. I want to make sure you have all the right information. I love the long walks in the resorts just to soak in the nature of Florida. Yes, from Wisconsin, it's so wonderful, the change of scenery. Monica, great point. Such a great point. It's often overlooked by those who, maybe it's your first time, second time, or maybe it's your 5th time. You're overlooking this sometimes. Just sometimes to relax, sit back. It's a great experience. How many rides is reasonable to do in one day at Disneyland? Oh, Jenna, great question. It varies. Disneyland's more. The crowds are varying more on the weekly schedule. So during the week, it's less crowded than the weekends. Disney World, it's not quite like that. Even though that does play a part a little bit, for at Disneyland, it's much more like that. So on Saturday, you're going to see crazy crowds no matter what time of year it is, versus at Disney World, where it's like if it's September and it's Saturday, you're really not going to see as many crowds. You could get in, I don't know. I don't like to give a number on the number of rides, but you could get in a lot. I was able to see a lot of rides at Disneyland, especially if you go at the slower season. Again, there are seasons at Disneyland. It's more of a weekly thing. You gotta watch out for that. Are there special events in January? Nathaniel, there are special events throughout the year. Good question. Well, I try to put on my the Festival of the Arts. That's right, is in January. So that does happen in Epcot. Great question. This is new this year, by the way. I hope to go to it next year. I don't like for the kicking off year. Sometimes they have to work out the kinks. I find that going like the second year or third year sometimes helps. This happened when did I do this? A while back. I did it for something I can't remember. But what was it? It was a launch of Star Wars launch party, something like that. And everything wasn't quite ready, which is why when I asked you about Avatar World, the Pandora World of Avatar, and you said, no, it's better off to go later after the crowds have, thinned out a little bit so you can actually experience and see everything instead of the hype of opening. I definitely get that. There's something to be said for that. Me too, Monica. Okay, I think that if you want to go for the new Avatar Land, wait until open. Yeah. It's not planned for opening day. It could be delayed. Christian, so well said. Oops, move the camera. And the reason is because, did you hear that Rivers of Light is now scheduled to be opening again? And if you've been following it, as I have, Rivers of Light was supposed to be open, when was this? Over 6 months ago, 8 months ago, it was supposed to open, and it's just been delay after delay after delay, and I get it, it's complicated, okay, but the fact that I read from people on different blogs and such, and someone left a comment on my page, on my profile, my page, and said, I went for this, apparent opening, and tried to go, and she missed it because it still isn't open. So there is something to be said. Delays do happen, and we have to be aware of that. So I don't think I'll go for opening for Avatar World. Instead, I'm going to try and go when it's open and when it's calmed down a little bit, so I can actually show you the details. Let me know how that sounds. And in the morning, watching from the grocery store. Hi from the grocery store, Felicia. Epcot Day. If we arrive at opening, Epcot Day. If we arrive at opening, do we need a fast pass for Frozen, or can we ride first thing? Melissa, great question. You don't. Usually, if you go first thing, I never get a fast pass for Frozen if I know I'm going to go first thing. And usually the wait is no longer than 10 or 15 minutes. So that is what I do nowadays. If I do want to ride Frozen, and I do just about every time I'm at Epcot, I'll go first thing and then I rode Frozen. So that's usually what I do, and then I have my fast passes for later when it's more crowded. What hotel did you stay at when you were at Disneyland? Oh, great question, Jenna. I actually just stayed at the, oh goodness, was it the Best Western? There's a Good Neighbor Hotel. I just stayed there. It was great savings. I was able to stay for 5 days instead of 3 days. And to me, that was worth it to stay longer. Next time I go to Disneyland, I do hope to go to a Disneyland official resort. But this time I went to one of the Good Neighbor resorts. And they are really good. It's not the Disney Flair. I'm not going to... Don't. It's just a hotel. It's not like a Disney hotel. It's different. So that's just what I did. Great question. Thank you for it. It was meant to be open when we were there in May. I know, Lauren. It's meant to be open like 3 times since I've been there. So it's, you got to watch out for those delays. I got a little backstage view of Avatar when I went on nighttime safari. Oh, very cool. Excited for it, Christian. Very cool. Yes, I'm excited for it too. At Jenna, that is so helpful to see the at in front. Then I'm still answering other questions. So helpful. What is the best way to do your fast passes? Nathaniel, at our resort, cast members made fast passes for us. Nathaniel, great question. It's based on when you're there. I did do a video of fast passes. If you look at my channel, you'll find videos for how I plan different days at different parks, for Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. You'll find different plans for each day. They're in my channel. You can find those, and I go over all my favorite fast passes. And then, all right, let me answer another question that I got in advance. And Alexandra asked for the live streams to be on Sunday as well, for me to alternate a little bit. Let me know if that sounds good to you. Love to hear what you think and what day is best for you. Thinking about my first trip alone. A little nervous. Any suggestions? Burnett, great question. Yes, going alone can be a little scary. There is a video that I made about going alone. You can find it in my channel. But the key is to have a plan and then be able to go off the plan. Have a great time just doing what you want to do. Have that plan just as a backup. But at the same time, enjoy every moment that you want, every moment that you have, and enjoy all the little pieces. But just in case, for in a moment of time you're feeling lonely or like you don't have anything to do, you have a plan ready to go. That's the key. Have a plan ready to go. Okay. 3 or 4 hours at Disney Springs, no parks, but wanting some Disney magic this trip. What should I do? Jenny, great question. I would try eating at some of the nice restaurants there. I would definitely go to World of Disney, the big shop they have down there for Disney things. You can also, if this is just an idea, you could take the boat to French Quarter. I don't know how big of you, I love visiting the resorts, even French Quarter, especially French Quarter. And I will see it, and I'll just take the boat just to experience it, even if I'm not staying there. So that's just another way to increase the magic a little bit. I see you have the new Magic Band 2. Yes, I do. Anthony, great. Thanks for noticing. I'm wearing Magic Band 1 and Magic Band 2. I've been wearing them for a few days and for a few videos, trying to determine if there's like a big difference or I can feel a big difference just as I'm doing my day-to-day things. And to be honest with you, I actually like Magic Band 2 better. And it's surprising to me. I don't know why. Well, I can tell you why. If you know, I can't really point it out here. There's a little extra bulk underneath this one, the Magic Band 1, than there is under Magic Band 2. Magic Band 2 seems to just sit on my wrist a little easier. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am totally crazy here. But this feels like it should be further down on my wrist, and this is like nice and flat on my wrist. I don't know. I like Magic Band 2 a lot here. And let me show you. You can see it here. Magic Band 2. I'm going to cover up this part. But you can see there's little screws where you can take out the little puck here and replace it if the battery dies. So that is a helpful thing there. I see you. Okay, sorry about the Disneyland question. Oh, no problem, Jenna. Don't be afraid. No, there's no such thing as a bad question. Please, this is an open place. This is a safe place. We're going to talk about Disney and fun things. Don't hesitate. Is better to get more fast passes closer together? Oh wait, sorry about more Disneyland questions. With the fast passes, is it better to get more fast passes closer together, or to get the harder to get ones and use less? Jenna, great question. I would say the harder to get ones. I used Hyperspace Mountain, which is the Star Wars version of Space Mountain. That was fun. I got fast passes for that and Indiana Jones and Haunted Mansion. So yes, getting the ones that are more crowded, it'll save you time because then you can do the ones that are less crowded and just do them without a fast pass. So for example, I go to Indiana Jones and there's a 3-hour wait and I get a fast pass and I have to wait 3 hours. In that 3 hours, I could go on maybe 3 different other rides while I'm waiting that aren't as long a wait. So that's what my logic behind it. I don't think there's a wrong way. There's just kind of your way versus another person's way. There's no wrong way, just the way that you prefer. That's the way I prefer. Did you get reservations for Paddlefish? Holly, not yet. From what I understand, you can just kind of go in. So I was going to test it to see if we can go in to just test it. But maybe I'll get a reservation. Maybe that's a smart idea. Maybe I'll do that. Looks lighter too. Yes. Oh, yes, it is lighter. It feels lighter. It does. It does feel lighter. So I like it. Hey, Michael, you're awesome. Oh, thank you, Juan. That means I think it's Juan. Thank you so much. I love your videos. They are great. What's your favorite resorts to stay at? Juan, great question. Pop Century is my favorite value. Port Orleans French Quarter is my favorite moderate. Animal Kingdom Lodge Kidani Village is my favorite deluxe. Great questions. Any more specific questions, don't be afraid to send them my way. When me and my mom went first time back in 2015, we were having so much fun, so much trouble of doing My Disney Experience for the first time. Oh, great question, Nathaniel. My Disney Experience has improved a lot since 2015. Yes, since 2015. It has. So definitely give it another try. I can do a demo. Maybe I'll do a demo video on that. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. If My Disney Experience is giving you problems, maybe I can do a demo video. I'm not sure how I would do it from my phone, but maybe from the computer. I'll see if we can. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you, and I'll figure out the technical pieces. Let me tell you, the technical pieces, oh my gosh, I'm learning so much. Agree with Disneyland. Oh my gosh, Gina, thank you. Agree with Disneyland Resort FastPass info. Thank you, Gina. I'm glad to hear that works for you too. Looking forward to oh my gosh, I'm reading. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Looking forward on taking out the puck thing to use my keychain that I saw. Anthony, I saw about that too. I look forward to trying that. Maybe in the future too. I want to try that just to try. What is your all-time favorite meal at Walt Disney World? Gina, great question. All-time favorite was brunch at California Grill with my family years ago on top of Contemporary Resort. It was breathtaking. And then I came back with my receipt to see Wishes from on top of the Contemporary Resort. It was amazing. It was incredible, truly incredible. I'll have to post some pictures so you can see what it's like. Let me know if that sounds interesting. I so need to go to Disneyland. Yes, you do, Gina. It's fantastic. Does Disneyland have magic bands too? Nikki, I don't. When I was there, they did not. I don't think they do because there are a lot of California residents who come to Disneyland compared to Florida, where it's kind of more of a destination, and California is more of just kind of like there. It feels almost like in your backyard, even though for someone like me, it is a destination. But in that sense, it's more of a destination for Florida than California. So no, they don't have magic bands. Who knows if they'll get it? I would love if they did, but not at the present time that I'm aware of. If you know differently, again, I'm the Disney World guy. I might not know, but when I was there, I didn't see any. What is your top pick for quick service at Epcot? Michelle, such a good question. Quick service at Epcot. I'm gonna say Leal. I think it's pronounced. I keep pronouncing that incorrectly. I'm so sorry if I'm doing that. Leal, I believe is how it's pronounced in France. For breakfast, I love that quick service. It's one of my all-time favorites. Michael, if you go paddlefish, try to get outside deck space. Thank you, Ron and Maureen. Very helpful. I will try that. Great suggestion. I'm going to write that down. Yes, just try to catch it like the bands. Cause it. Yeah, from Anthony. Yes, just to try because I like the bands. Oh, yes. Yes, they're so nice. And you can buy them. There's no harm in buying them and, enjoying them. Have you been to the new Asian restaurant in Disney Springs? If not, you need to try it. Christian, which one was that? I know there's a couple new ones. I can't remember the name of the new one, but I think I know what you're talking about. But no, I don't think I've tried that one. Oh, I think you're thinking of no, not. Oh gosh, I know the name. Oh, I'm gonna think of it. No bands at Disneyland. That's what I thought. Thank you for confirming, Gina. Thank you. Yes, I enjoy Wishes. Okay, Anthony, I'd be happy to. I'll do that. I think the cruise ships have magic band system. Anthony, I'm actually planning on going on a cruise this year. I haven't figured out all the details, but as I've said in the past, all of my friends, I'm planning on going. I'll make sure it stays on. Planning on going on a Disney cruise this year. It is my hope to go, so I'll let you know. But I've heard they have some kind of system. It's like a cruise pass, something. They have something, so something along those lines. If you've been on a cruise, let us know. From Kim, won't be able to watch live, but I'll watch the recording. Oh, she's just a comment. Thanks so much for all you do. Oh, my pleasure, Kim. Okay, that's the last advanced question. Morimoto, thank you, Maureen and Ron. I appreciate that. No, I have not been to Morimoto, Asia. I was thinking about that, but I hope to go in the future. That is my hope. I think that when you go on your trips, do you enjoy the pools, spas? Gina, great question. When I'm there with my family, I do. When I'm there by myself, usually I don't have the opportunity because it's not as I don't know. It's not. I guess it's not as high a priority for me. I like to do other things, prioritize other things, get the pictures, all that stuff. So usually when I'm with my family, I go. But when I go alone, usually I don't. Great question though. And the water parks, I do want to go again and start showing you with my camera and all of that. I probably need a GoPro for that waterproof camera. But even though my 70D here is weatherproof, I wouldn't trust it at the water parks. No bans on cruises. It's a card system. Okay, Gina, very helpful. Thank you. I heard there was a system, but I didn't know if it was bans or cards. Very helpful. When's the best time to meet the characters? Nathaniel, great question. Now, this is kind of like an insider secret. I don't talk about this a lot but live, I'm going to talk about it. And because you guys are here, it means so much that you take this time out of your day to spend with me. What I do, this is what I do. Frozen. I'll go to Epcot as an example. I'll go to Frozen Ever After. Great attraction. After that, maybe I'll get breakfast, but then immediately after that, early in the morning, I'll go to the Epcot character spot. It has a tendency to be less crowded in the morning than it does in the afternoon. So that's when I see the characters. A lot of people don't know about that. So take advantage of it. Thank you for being here live. It means a lot. But take advantage of that little secret. That's a good one to know. Which resorts are you staying at on your next trip? Oh, Michelle, great question. I'm staying at Pop Century, but again, it's just for sleeping and showering. I will be doing a full tour of the Boardwalk Resort. Thanks to your suggestions and Create the Adventure with Michael. Don't forget, if you haven't voted, I'm still putting it all together, so there's still a chance. But if you have, thank you so much. I think we're pretty much locked down on a lot of them. A lot of them have, big leads, so I think we're set to go. Yes, Morimoto, thank you. I forgot the name too. Thank you, Christian. Went on a Disney cruise many years ago. We stayed in Roy Disney Suite. Are you kidding, Melissa? That's fantastic. Wow, you're gonna have to post some pictures in the comments there. Wow, that is fantastic. Me too. My Disney bucket list. I want to go on a Disney cruise. Anthony, yeah, I'd love to go. I've heard great things. It's not Disney World, and I understand that the ride. It's not as many rides. It's more of like relaxing and enjoying and all of that. But it still sounds like an unbelievable experience. Well, you have less than a month for your trip. Yes, Charlene, I'm almost there. I can't wait. It's getting more real. And as you know, my trademark, the waves of Disney are starting to hit me. The other day, I was just listening to the Tomorrowland theme music. Have you done that before? Where you've just turned on like the Tomorrowland or Interventions. That's one of my favorites. Just the background in the back. I don't want to turn it on because then YouTube's going to not be happy with my copyright stuff. But you know what I'm talking about on YouTube. And I just listen to it on loop. It's fantastic. Does your family share your same love for Disney like you do? Anthony, great question. They would say that I'm a little bit more extreme than they are, but they do love it. This is kind of an insider Michael stuff. My parents went there when they were first married and all that. My grandfather was one of the first, not first, but one of the first few, I'm sure 100, to get into Disneyland. So it goes pretty far back in my family. Yes, family. Bob Century, agree. Just shower and sleeping. It's a great value, and instead of staying like for 3 days, I can stay for 5, which I love, and I can use it as those extra 2 days like you wouldn't believe. I can really use them. They're a lot of fun. Where do you get your theme tracks? Oh, great question, Gina. I get them from YouTube. I'm actually thinking about putting up. I have them also on my desktop. I have them separately. I was thinking about uploading them to YouTube, but I'm worried about copyright infringement. But I'm thinking there's a way that I can do it by giving the copyright owner credit. So I might try and upload the tracks so you can listen to them on my channel. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you. I'm not sure if I have to look at the rules. I'm going to look again. But if that does sound interesting, let me know, and I will upload them on YouTube for you. Oh, Sorcerer Radio. Charlene, I have listened to it before. Sorcerer Radio is good too, but I do usually listen to the tracks on YouTube and other places. Think you might do the cruise park combo. Michelle, great question. I'm starting to think it's going to be more like a longer cruise and then not the park combo, and then I'll save the cruise park combo for maybe years in the future. That's just my thought. We'll see if that happens. It depends on the length of the cruise. I'm still, the details are kind of tough because you're always looking for prices. And for me, when I'm looking for prices, I always like wait it out. And then I wait too long and then it goes up. So I'm not used to planning a cruise yet. And I'll have to do a video about how I plan it and how I'm like losing track and I'm not doing it right. But excuse me, you can't really plan it like Disney World. It's kind of like you have to think about it, get it, grab it. Kind of like that instead of like Disney World where it's like, okay, price on Thursday and Friday. And oh, there's the price on Saturday and grab it kind of thing. It's not like that. So I have to work on that. So, we're all working on it. I would love that. Please try and share. Okay, I will try. Subtana has also great. Let's have Michael K, a Disney fan. Cruise. Oh, that's so nice. My son is watching you too. Hi, Nikki and son. Thanks for being here. Yes, I used that phrase with my mom the other day. Our countdown to Disney at 39 days. Yay. I said, Mom, you're starting to feel those waves of Disney. And she laughed. Monica. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, it makes me feel special that I'm having a positive impact. That's all I want to do. I want to make you smile. Bring magic to you. This is a safe, fun place that I want to have for all of us, the Disney family that we have here. D-Park Radio. Yes, absolutely. Best deal on Memory Maker. Nathaniel, great question. Memory Maker, I have it included in my annual pass. Now, a lot of people don't. I get that. I would try for the advanced Memory Maker. It costs $149 to get it at least 3 days in advance of your trip. If you wait until the day of or too late, you have to pay $199. I think it's $199, but it's more to wait. So I would get the $149, and then you get all the pictures, and then just take a lot of pictures. I would do it that way. That's what my family does before I was a pass holder. That is that. Disney Park Radio app is just background channels. That's awesome. Yes, they are. They are fantastic too. Is that the new Magic Band 2? Yes, it is. Gordon, it sure is. Don't want to touch the mic. This is Magic Band 1. This is Magic Band 2. I'm kind of testing them out, and then I'm going to do a video of what I feel about them. But overall, my impressions are great about Magic Band 2. Thinner, lighter, and just fits better on the wrist. I don't know why. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can. There's a little lump there versus, it looks like a lump, but it's not really there. So this just feels, I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. But the Magic Band 2 feels better. Craziness. It's crazy. Do you have any plans to meet specific characters on your next trip? Yes, I do. Kristen, you voted in the Create the Adventure with Michael. You voted on, I think it was Pooh. I have to look again. I put it all together. Don't worry. I will put it all together. But I also plan on meeting Tinkerbell if I have time. But I'm going to prioritize the ones that you voted on. My priorities are the ones you voted on. So far, I've only had to change one from Raglan Road to Paddlefish because I really want to do that one. But I reassure you, I will be going to Raglan Road. When you vote on something and it wins, you can be reassured, take it to the bank and say, Michael, it's going to go to that because we voted on it. Done. So if it takes a little longer, it might, but just know I'll be going. How does Memory Maker work for Disneyland? Jenna, such a good question. Very similar way. I moved the computer here. Disney has introduced a new system. I think it's fully introduced, where it's $10 for one whole day, something along those lines. I don't really know the details. You can find it all online, but it's a great question. I actually didn't get the PhotoPass when I was there because it was just my first time. I wanted to just experience it. I should have gotten PhotoPass. That was a mistake. Bad, Michael. But it's definitely something to consider. I would definitely get it. You get early to see the characters at Epcot was in line. Yeah, get early to see the characters at Epcot was in line almost 2 hours to see the Disney characters. Lessons learned. Ray, yes, earlier, better for characters. That's a little secret insider tip there. Does Disneyland have memory makers? It sure does. They do have a memory maker type thing where you can get the photos included. They do have it. If you buy memory maker before and they change the price, will you get credit the store for the difference? Great question, Caitlin. I've never personally experienced this, but from what I understand, this is just what I understand, if you pay for the memory maker in advance, let's say, I don't think it was the $149 before, but I think it was different. Let's say you paid $100 before, I think it used to be $99, and then you go, and they change it before you go, I think it's still going to be $99. Like, you're not going to change it because you've bought it. Like, it's yours now. So I don't think the price goes up, but that's a good question. It's a very good question. Are the new metal screws showing in the back of the new ones? Gordon, great question. I'm going to cover this up here. But yes, they are. There's little metal screws where you can take them out. I hope you can see that there. You can take out the screws and replace the puck in the middle, but the outside you get to keep. So, for example, this 45th anniversary, which my friends sent to me with mail time, which I'm ever grateful, Kevin, very grateful. 45th anniversary, so I'd be able to keep this, for example, and the puck would change if the battery died. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to. But I'm still going to keep the 45th anniversary one. It means so much to me to get that kind of mail. That was so touching. Being a pass holder, do you get discount tickets to the parks? Not sure what pass holder entails. Monica, great question. I do have a video about pass holder in my channel, but in short, pass holder, you can park hop to all of them. Parking is included for the parks if you live close by or if you want to drive. I said the pictures already. You get to go to all 4 parks. You get discounts on the food and merchandise. 20% now this year, which that's such a bad thing because I'm going to be buying so much. But I'm sure that was the plan. I'm sure that was the plan. But I'm going to be using that so much this year. You can be reassured I'm going to get more like my little desk ornaments and all of these things. You can be reassured that I'll be getting them. But merchandise off, but you get PhotoPass. But no, I don't think you get a discount for other people's tickets. But it's a good question. Let me know if you have any other specific questions about pass holder, though. Happy to answer them. Disneyland you can purchase for the day. It's a good deal. Gina, thank you so much. Gina, who's our expert in Disneyland for today, thank you. That's very helpful. You can purchase the Memory Maker at Disneyland for the day, and then it's a great value, so you can just have the whole day's pictures. On the trips, do you purchase all of your meals? Gina, yes, I do, but I usually bring little bars with me, little snack bars, one of those breakfast bars. I bring those with me and just like munch on in the morning usually. Not always, but it's like a good snack just in case. I don't always eat them, but just in case. That's what I do. But yes, I buy all my meals. That wasn't a question, but probably worded it wrong. Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. Good to talk to you anyway, Caitlin. It's fine. Me and my mom are planning on eating dinner at Norway with the princesses. Oh, you're going to love it, Nathaniel. You are going to love it. You're going to have a great time. At the All-Star Sports, what bus stop is first? Oh, gosh, I forgot. Kristen, I bet someone else knows. I think it's... oh, gosh, I used to know this. I think Movies is the last one, and then you go to the parks from Movies. And then Sports, I think it's Movies? No, I think it's no. No, is it Movies? No, it's Movies, Sports, Music. I think that's it. I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. Good question. 30% off. Oh my gosh, 30% off, Gina. That's awesome. Disneyland Paris gives you 20% off merch and annual pass too. It's going to be dangerous, Lauren. I know. I'm not. This is not safe. This is not safe for me. My wallet is not safe. Hold on to the wallet. Have you had the opportunity to stay club or concierge level? When I was a kid, Gordon, great question. When I was younger, I did. And I loved it. I stayed contemporary and Polynesian and Animal Kingdom when I was a kid. And I do remember it. Having the kind of like the open buffet, not buffet, but snacks all the time. You get the relax and the service and the area just to relax. That concierge level was unbelievable. And if you have the opportunity, I would try and do it because it is just so nice. It is so nice. You really feel like you're royal. You are the guest of honor when you're concierge at Disney. You really are. Have you had the... Okay, I answered that question. As a pass holder, when you buy things or go to restaurants, how do they know to give you the discount? Do you have to ask or tell them that you are a pass holder? Holly, great question for you. All you have to do is show them that little card. And then your photo ID and you're set to go. Done. And that's how they know you're a pass holder and you are all set to go. Put that back in there. Okay, back to Gordon. What is your favorite character meal? Gina, Chef Mickey's by far is my favorite character meal, just because it harkens back to when I was a kid. However, I do love... Crystal Palace is great. I do love it. What else? Ohana for breakfast. I haven't been since I was very small, so I can't really put on that one. But those are my favorites. Music. Okay, so music is... okay, it's Christian. It's like sports, music, movies. Thank you, Christian. Kristen. Thank you, Kristen. Sports, music, movies. Okay, that's what it is. Sports, music, movies. I didn't know. I haven't been in a while. That is why. Okay, fantastic. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thanks so much for being here. It means so much. It's a quicker live stream today. I love that card. Oh, Anthony, I love it too. And I love this little... Have you seen this little slider you get on your Magic Band? Hopefully you can see that clearly. that you get with being a pass holder. I have a few of them. I think I saved one. Gosh knows where it is. But I saved one, and we're set to go. And it's a fun little thing to carry around. Let's see. You have been to Walt Disney World several times. What are the key things to do at each time? Key things for you to do each time. So, Ryan, I'm guessing your question is for what do I make sure I do each time and don't miss? I make sure I ride Spaceship Earth, Soarin'. There are certain rides that I go on. I make sure to go to each park. I ride the monorail even if I don't need to. I explore a resort or two every time. That's the kind of thing I do every time. Chef Mickey's. Yes, Anthony's for Chef Mickey's. It'd be nice to be a pass holder. It'd be nice if the pass holder info was built into the band. Gina, good question. Not clear on the question. Gordon, when are you going on a cruise? Gordon, as soon as I can. I'm trying to work out the dates. I want to go so badly. I've promised all my friends I'm going to be going, so I'm going to go. I'm going to make it a priority. I'm going. I just got to figure out those dates and times and money, and we got to figure all that out. Disney needs a World Pass holder that covers all the parks. Maureen and Ron, I heard about a Disney passport. I don't know if it still exists. I bet you it does. I bet you I just don't know. People, I'm sure other folks know about this. If you do, let me know. But I was pretty sure there was a passport that gave you the opportunity to go to at least Disneyland and Disney World and maybe all the parks in the world. You let me know if you've heard about this. Maybe it's just a rumor. Maybe I'm just crazy. Let me know. Is your house decorated in Disney? It is somewhat. There is some stuff here, but not as much as I want. I have to do some decorating, and I'm sure I'll be moving sometime soon and all that, and I'll be redecorating, and there's a lot of things going on. So I have hopes for the future that I'll be able to give you some more house tours and all that, but that's years away. Don't be holding your breath for that. That's years away. Do APs in Florida have a picture and stuff on it? Oh, like a photo ID. Great question, Laura. Thank you for, okay. No, it's just that card that I showed you. That's the only thing that we have. You then use your photo ID like your driver's license, and that confirms everything. Great question. I love Chef Mickey's. Yay, birthday card with the characters. It's so cute. Another shout out for Chef Mickey's. It's a classic. It's been there for a long time, but I love it. I will keep on going. If you're an annual pass holder, it'd be nice if there was a tied to your Walt Disney World. If you're an annual pass holder, it'd be nice if that was tied to your Walt Disney World wristband. It is, Gina, it is. It's tied to it. This is my pass holder wristband, and all my wristbands have my pass holder card on it, so I can get into all the parks with my wristband, and based on the reservations with the My Disney Experience app, they're all linked to the room when I'm going. So I can bring, I don't know if you can, I don't think you can, but there's a big chain of them I have above me, and they all work. So you just have to deactivate them on My Disney Experience. Let me know if that doesn't make sense. I can go into it a little further. Just let me know. Do you have any information about the new character breakfast at the boardwalk? Melissa, excuse me. Good question. No, I don't. I've heard things. I've heard that it's coming. I've heard it's going to be cool. I don't have any other information besides that. Sorry about that. I'll let you know when I know. What I do is, I don't know, have you seen my profile and my page? My profile I've been using more just to share like my personal stuff and fun, and my page I've been using more to share like Disney news and facts and live streams and all of that. I'm kind of mixing them a little bit. Sorry, that happens. But the Disney page and Disney profile, so they're different. If you can't find them, let me know. Send me a message. I can send you to either one. My pleasure. Do you have any? Good question. Me too. I saw the passport thing too. Okay, so you've seen it, but I don't know where you could get it. I'm sure I could look it up. There is a coast-to-coast Disney pass. Okay, so Jenna confirms it for us. There's a coast-to-coast pass, but worldwide pass, I don't think so. Maybe just serve VIPs. Probably costs a lot. There's definitely one for Disneyland and Disney World. It's very expensive though. Yes, Lauren. And yeah, I just have Disney World, and I love it. Jenny, I called and had a CM told to do some digging on the new character me. Oh, at the boardwalk. She said it looks like it's end of March it starts. Really? Okay, Jenny, might be for my next trip after this one because I go in the beginning of March. So I might have to look into that. Thank you. That's very good info. Monica, there's a restaurant right outside of Disney Springs International Drive. It's called Flippers. Great pizza, garlic bread, and salad. We eat there every time we go. If you find yourself off grounds, try it. Monica, I sure will. Thank you. I'll be honest with you, and don't take this the wrong way. I usually don't leave Disney property when I'm there. This is just habit. But when I do, and I'm sure I will in the future, I will give it a try. Gordon, Disney Premier Passport. Okay, Gordon's got the answer for us. Thank you, Gordon. You will enjoy a year of admission to Disneyland Resort, California, and Walt Disney World. Oh my gosh, the cost is $1,439 plus tax. Thank you, Gordon. Very helpful. And for some, that's a great value. For let's say you work in Florida and California, and you're constantly flying back and forth. This could be like the deal of the century for you. So it's not always going to be bad, but for some it's good, some it's bad. Just measure out your finances. What's best for you? That's the key. Think about you. There's no one catch-all solution. It's just great, tips, family, advice. That's what we've got here. Take care, Michael. Headed to work. Go do your thing. Anthony, thanks for being here. If you got to go, I totally understand. Thanks for being a part of the magic. Before you go, try and click that bell next to the subscribe button so you do know when I go live. I'm super hopeful. I'm not going to jinx anything. That YouTube live streaming comes for me soon. I'm not going to say a date. I'm not going to say a date for YouTube live streaming coming for me. But have you seen that other YouTubers are getting YouTube live on their phones now? So YouTube, like a little hint here. Yeah. Life goals, Premier Passport. I'm right there with you. Life goals. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. If there are any other questions, last minute questions, let me know, and then I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a magical day. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for my trip. I keep thinking about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to see, paddlefish. The Flower and Garden Festival. I love getting pictures of Flower and Garden. I cannot wait. And I know we had some technical questions about some of my equipment. Here is my 70D again, just so you see it. This is the microphone, because a lot of times you don't get to see it on when I make my videos or when I do my rest of my recordings only live. You can see it. See that big old microphone? This is what I walk around at Disney with. This. And I have my tripod, I think, in my bag. The little grippy tripod. This is what I carry around. And this little area here is I put it around my wrist to keep it safe, because I don't want it dropping. And it's a great camera. On top is a 10 by 18 millimeter lens for those who like the technical things. It's a great camera. It does a great job. I know some of you like the technical stuff, and I am always happy to answer those questions for you. I can't guarantee that my knowledge is the best, but I try my best. Thanks, Charlie, and have a great day. Thanks for being here. So you don't have restaurant shops. You have a card. Sorry if I was confused. Wait, Holly. So you don't have restaurant shops, you card. Sorry if I'm confused. You have the patience of a saint with us. Oh, Holly, of course. If I wouldn't, no problem. My pleasure. Don't fully understand the question, though. Oh, please ignore. Okay, Holly, rephrase your message. Rephrase it. I'm ready for it. Go. Thank you. 71 countdown for us. What's your countdown, Gina? Yay, 71. Wait, what's mine? Hold on. I think it's 30. I think I'm 30 today. Hold on. Almost. No, I'm not age. No. Hold on. I am at 28 days and 20 hours until my Disney trip. Fantastic. Just forwarded a Disney Springs paddlefish tweet that looks delicious. Jenny, thank you for tweeting. I appreciate it. I'm on Twitter too. How do you take that on rides? Oh my gosh, Gina, that is the question of the day. The question of the day from Gina. With great difficulty. And that's why I have this you saw the little strap I had on it. That is why I have it on there, because I'm unwilling to let that thing go flying off. I've taken this down Expedition Everest, Space Mountain. I've taken it down Splash Mountain. Yeah, this is a good camera. If you're looking for one, it costs a little bit. And this is like an insider Michael's secrets, and I do these on live streams because it means so much that you're here. But if you're looking to get a camera, and Canon, Nikon, whatever is best for you, try refurbished from the company. I got this one refurbished from the company. It came brand new. It is brand new. It saved me a ton of money. Just some insider tips. Don't know if you care about that, but that's just some tips. Yeah, it's not easy. My message. Okay, Holly, hope we can get. Oh yes, I hope to see you this trip. If you see me, if I'm around, say hi. I'm all over the place. 50 days, Christian. You're so lucky you get to go back again. I think they mean for the pass holder discounts, it would be nice if it was on the band. I'm still not understanding the question. I'm sorry. I wish I was. I think they mean that the pass holder discounts so like written on here what the discounts are. That would make sense, I suppose. That would make sense. The camera, 99 days. Gina, camera. Yes, the camera. It's not easy. 99 days. Oh, double digits. Yes, Melissa, you're almost there. I bought your tripod. Oh, I'm so glad you got it. It does a great job. If it breaks for any reason, let the company know. They sent me a new one. They didn't pay me for this. None of this is paid, nothing. But they sent me a new one right away. So if that happens, you're good. You're set, and just ask for a new one. They'll send it to you, no problem. So word of the wise. My question was, you don't need to show the cardholder pass when you walk into the parks. You just need the Magic Band on your annual pass. Correct, Holly? Yes, finally, yes. That is correct. You only need to show the card for using the discounts for the restaurants or merchandise. The pass holder itself, pass, is on this Magic Band. So, for example, I walk to Epcot, I touch this, it knows I'm a pass holder, and I'm in. Don't need to show the card. Go to Magic Kingdom Park Hop, don't need to show the card. Only need to show the card for these like pass holder exclusive things that I buy, merchandise discounts, and restaurant discounts. I looked it up this morning. Yes, do care. Take photography seriously. Yes, Gina, I hope that's helpful to you. I take photography seriously too, and videography. I know some people don't care. It's okay if you don't. It's kind of a hobby. I like it. It's fun. I have links to all the equipment that I use in the description of this video, including the camera and the lens, if you're wondering, and the tripod and the mic and all that fun stuff. And I actually got a new backpack. I gotta show you this thing. It's like the maximum size allowed, but I made sure it's allowed. I'm gonna show you that at some point. Anyway, thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. I'll stick on, but if you want to go, it's okay. I'll stick on for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to let you go, and I hope you have an absolutely magical day. I cannot wait for my trip. One piece of advice, if you're going to Disney and you're trying to do all of this with the equipment, bring tape. I keep forgetting to do that, and I haven't had tape several times, and I've needed to tape up like my tripod or my backpack or something that breaks. For me, having tape, even hang on, let me read this over here, even a smaller bit of tape, I don't know why I find it so essential, but I keep bringing tape, and it's a good idea. You've read it all, Gina. I've looked it up this morning. Wait, about the camera. You've read it all, yes. Do you take pics too? Of course I do, Charlene. That's how I get some of these pictures right here, by using my big tripod, and then I'll set up my camera. And again, I am no expert on photography. I'm not, but I try my best. It's a hobby. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do, especially Disney pictures. If you haven't getting more serious about Disney pictures, if you do like photography, that's where you go. But set it up on the tripod, long exposure, and then I kind of edit it in Lightroom. I can sometimes, and then I'll get other pictures, and I'm going to do something rare that I usually don't do on camera here, but I'm going to change my background so you can get a look at some of my other pictures that I do. Maybe it's going to pop up. Maybe. Hang on. We'll see here. Got it. Thanks so much. My pleasure. Happy to help. As 2.0 evolves, that puck is supposed to now pass holder and TVC members automatically, so you don't need the card anymore. Very interesting point, Maureen. So you're saying the puck? Oh, here it is. The puck would be. This is an example of the picture I take. Would be like your card almost, which to me would make a lot of sense. Instead of having the card, you just use the puck for everything. Yeah, that makes sense to me. But yeah, this is an example. I just like this kind of thing. I love it. It's fun. Oh, I don't know if you can see that clearly. Let me move that down. Anyway, do you ever make calendars with your Marla, calendars with my Disney photos? Is that something you would like? Calendar with my Disney photos on it? Let me know. Maybe I could do that. That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun little thing to do. If that sounds interesting to you, let me know. It's nice shorter lines. They have annual pass holder lines. Now to get into the parks. Oh, Michelle, thank you. Very good point. This is the first time for me. This is the first time for me to do the annual pass holder line. So I will be sure to record that in my vlog, and I will let you know. Calendars would be awesome. Okay, Kristen wants to see calendars. Okay, I might have to look into that. That's great to know. Maybe I'll do some calendars, maybe some other things. That's not a bad idea. I have to think about that. I would love Disney calendars with your photos. Huh. That is awesome. Jenny, thanks for hanging around. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Great way to end it. Great way to end it today. Great way to end it. I like that idea. I'm gonna think about that, and I'll let you know more as I develop the idea. One more question, Kristen. I forgot to ask. But does the Magical Express have a time that runs? It runs to. Yes, it does, Kristen. I think it stops picking up at like 12, and then starts picking up at like 7, something along those lines. If you go to Disney World in the morning, you're set. If you go at night, it can be a little difficult, but I think they will be set to go as long as it's not past like 11 p.m. You should be set to go. But you get a time when you make a reservation to go on the Magical Express. Love that idea. Love that idea. Lunchtime. Have a great day. It's lunchtime. Go enjoy it. I forgot to ask. Okay, make once. You can make one, and we can get past pre-order. That is so nice, Marla. What a great idea. Great way to end it. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend it with us. Have this Q&A. If you enjoy them, let me know. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, turning that little bell on so you know when I go live. I will have more information about my trip coming up. It means the world that you were part of my adventures with me. You need to know this. It means so much. You are a huge part of all that Disney is for me. Thank you again. I hope you have an absolutely spectacular day, a spectacular weekend. I'll see you next time.